What's it like meeting fans, some of them bringing unique items like chairs from Maple Leaf Gardens?
Well, I've been around for a while here now, and I know how much the Maple Leafs and hockey means to fans. And if you have a collector's piece, I have a few myself, and you have a special moment to get a personalized, get a picture with it. I'm sure that they make somebody happy. They put it in their home and it becomes a talking piece and something they can hand down to their family later on in their life.
So, what in your house do you have as a talking piece from your days? You have a lot of options.
Well, I have a few. I was fortunate when I played junior hockey in London. They gave me my game worn London Knights jersey, which is back in the 60s. I have my first NHL contract that I signed, 15 grand a year, believe it or not. And the first goal I scored in the National Hockey League, I got the puck for that, and a few jerseys along the way. So they're all nice things to have and to keep. And the 50th anniversary of the 10-point game is coming up. And my wife, my late wife, Wendy, had kept her tickets from that game. So I have those, which is pretty special in a program from that night.
That 50th anniversary, I'm sure, has not been brought up to you every day for the last 49 years, 11 months. When you think about the celebration that's going to happen and just truly what it's meant to people and that no one has got anywhere near breaking that record, what's it been like for you to celebrate this the last 49.9 years?
Well, I guess when it first happened, I never realized the magnitude or how long it would last. I often felt in the late 70s, early 80s when Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux were having their careers getting 300 points a year, not 300, but 200 points a year. I thought they were the two guys to break it. They both had eight a few times. So here we are, 50 years coming up. I was proud to do it in Leaf uniform against an original six team, the Boston Bruins. And it's nice. I mean, a lot of people obviously weren't around 50 years ago, but it's nice to bring it to the limelight. There's been a lot of nice things happen between now and then, and to continue to celebrate and be recognized is important. The Leafs are doing a nice gesture and bringing the players who played with me in that game in late January for a game, and it'll be nice to catch up with all of them also.
You mentioned your first NHL contract being a steep $15,000. Do you remember one of the luxurious purchases or first things you bought with that?
You know what? I'm one of those guys. I was kind of a frugal guy. I never knew how long I would play. So 15 grand sounded a lot like a lot of money to me back then. And I just put it away. I'd always drive a used car or, and not spend a lot of money on myself and anything. So, hey, I put it in the bank and tried to make it grow for me.
That's a smart man, though. Everyone should be taking that advice.
Well, when I say I made 15 grand a year back then, I bought my first house for 38,000 and rather than pay rent. I remember I had a mortgage for $338 a month and I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to get through this? But times change.
Yeah, you can't even get a parking spot for
Yeah.
$38,000. My goodness.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Or leave season's tickets. How?
Which I know a lot of people have on their Christmas this year. When we talk about gift giving, when you were playing, did you guys ever have to have a secret Santa or give anyone a ridiculous gift?
I don't know about ridiculous, but I remember we've had a lot of fond memories as a team. The Leafs would have their annual Christmas party. It would be skate at Maple Leaf Gardens, and our kids were all young and got some nice black and white pictures. Harold Ballard used to be the Santa Claus. Johnny Bauer was the Santa Claus many times, and we got some old footage of those sorts of memories. And it wasn't so much about the gift; it was about the people getting together and celebrating what it was all about.
Johnny Bauer with one of my favorite Christmas tunes. Did you ever think about releasing your own?
And no, I'm not a singer, but yeah, Honky the Christmas Goose or something, and Eddie Shack clear the track. Here comes Shack. Yeah, those are fun times.
Last thing I'll bug you about is obviously everyone's so excited to see you be around the sport of hockey, but I remember an iconic moment from you back in 2004. You made a cameo in Corner Gas. Are we ever going to see you on the small or big screen again?
Well, that was fun. I flew out to Regina the night before, and I was taping early in the morning, so I didn't even get to meet the crew. I did my tape and whatever, and all these years later, it still comes. People who watch the show remind me of it. They gave me a corner gas hat, and I have that. I signed it, and I'll keep that as like a nice keepsake.